We will send Vincent. If you're, as I spell your, available. So I think the one thing that they did with Heavy Rain, which could have been a lot better, was the scene that gave it away for me. To know that I don't know if you've ever played it.
I tried to watch a Let's Play of it, but the start was really, really slow, and I just lost interest.
Yeah, that's if you can make it past that, you can do okay. But you play as 4 characters. There's a reporter. There's a father of a kidnapped child, and an FBI agent, and a private detective.
Okay.
And private detective's just doing. He's going around saying, I'm just doing follow-ups on previous victims and seeing what's going on. Vincent's on his way in. So he does this. He's pretty much how do I say it? Everything that he's doing, he's following up on leads and trying to find out who this serial killer is, because there's a guy who goes around and he kidnaps these kids, and the ones that which is all of them pretty much, but they're finding these kids' bodies and they're drowning on rainwater, but they're not found anywhere where there is any rainwater.
Oh, okay.
They're always found, in warm locations, but they're, shown to have drowned. And you pretty much you start off as this whole thing, like your kid, one kid ends up getting killed. One of your sons ends up getting killed as you're playing as one of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
And then just as you're trying to cope with that, your other son gets kidnapped. And as you're going through, you get to one of the 4 characters, and he's running around with this prostitute whose her son was also kidnapped, and his father went to go look for him, but he didn't tell her that he did that. So she thought he just ran off after the kid got kidnapped. So he left her by herself. And so she went to turning tricks, which I guess is kind of a weird turn, I guess. My kid was kidnapped. I'm going to become a whore. No, I think she was one before, and she just ended up getting pregnant from the guy. But
it probably wasn't around for her to be a Twitch thought, so she had to go for hooking instead.
Yeah, you gotta make your money the old-fashioned way. But so, and spoiler alert for anyone who's watching. So the private detective turns out to be the killer. Like, he saw when your son got killed the first time. He was out in the middle of the street and this car wasn't paying attention, and the father, the other character you're playing as, dove out to try and stop him from getting killed. and he saw that and he's like, oh, I got to find someone who's, you know, pretty much willing to do whatever it takes to save their child.
Yeah.
And so it's very the catch of the game is as you go through the game as the father, you get hints as to where your son is.
Okay.
Like when you do these challenges, like one of the first challenges you do is you got to drive through oncoming traffic.
Mm.
And then once you go through, and this is like on a freeway. So you drive through oncoming traffic on a freeway.
Little
And
dangerous.
yeah, and you're controlling the vehicle.
Oh, okay.
Kind of. It's more of a movie type thing with like just quick action. What's quick time events
Yeah.
mostly,
Fair enough.
and it's more over watching the movie.
Because QuickTime Events fits more in with what I expected from Heavy Rain based on what I saw at the start. Because when you're saying you control the car, I was thinking that seems very out of place for a game like that. But if it's QuickTime Events, okay, that fits with my mental picture of the game.
It's pretty much the Telltale stories before Telltale even existed.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get to the scene where he, I think it's the only evidence that is, when you look back on it, like after playing a few walkthroughs, there's like 16 different endings to it.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, one of the missions is, or one of the trophies is you have to watch all of the endings.
Well, that's pretty
And
standard. I would expect that.
yeah, and there's a few that are just they're tragic, but they're absolutely hilarious. Which is it's just god awful.
Yeah.
Like this guy is like blowing his brains out, and it's just this humorous like he's got the gun, and then his body just disappears from the TV screen, and it's like there's come on, you can do better than that. Like there's no graphic to it. Like
Yeah, that's a bit silly. Because
yeah,
that 428 game that I was telling you about has something like 87 endings. And like some of them are quite serious and some of them are just absolutely insane. Like you win an eating competition and then that's your new life. You just go around doing eating competitions for money. And that's your ending. Like that's just so stupid. But some of it is, an explosion kills everyone in the area. It's like both ends of the scale are represented.
yeah. Yeah, and there's an FBI. The FBI agent um, he has this cute this AR thing that he's got going on with the glove and glasses and everything, and that's how he surveys the crime scenes.
Yeah.
And he's got this like in program butler, and then it's almost like the thing is acting like heroin, to where he's like hallucinating with like he'll have like little. I'm saying like a lot.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's seeing little hallucinations that are just coming out at him, and he's just losing his mind.
Oh, it's if there was a PC version of Heavy Rain, I would definitely play it, but I'm pretty sure it's PlayStation only.
I believe it is.
And I'm not going to get a PlayStation 3 or 4 just for like there's a couple of PlayStation exclusive games that I wouldn't mind playing, but I also have 1,800 Steam games, so it's kind of hard to justify that much money for like the 3 games on the on the PlayStation that I can't actually get on PC.
Yeah, it's not on Steam.
No, it's not. It's if it's not on Steam, it doesn't exist. That's my rule. So I am actually playing Assassin's Creed on Uplay because the the discount that I got only applied to Uplay, not Steam. So like, okay, if it means paying $52 instead of 90, I will get it on Uplay instead of Steam. But normally I Steam or nothing.
I might take advantage of some Steam stuff because there's a few games that I've been trying to play for a while, but yeah, it's just getting access to them is impossible. Especially
Yeah.
since like the older the game is, the more likely it's not going to play on my machine or play
Oh,
properly.
well, I know that if you get it on GOG instead of Steam, they actually make sure that any game, no matter how old it is, will run on modern systems. I don't think Steam has the same guarantee, but if there's old games that you're chasing down, GOG is absolutely brilliant for that. I got all the old Tex Murphy games through GOG because I remembered them from when I was a tiny little kid, and yeah, they work perfect. So worth checking out if there's old games specifically that you're after.
And that's good old games.
They changed from good old games to GOG because they also sell modern games now. Like they used to just specialize in old games, but now because they have recent games as well, they can't call themselves good old games anymore. So their
Yeah.
official name is GOG.
Okay.
But yeah, definitely worth looking into if there's specific games that are on the older side that you want to play.
Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Yeah, when I in my more dirty habit torrenting days,
Mhm.
there's a couple that I got that were it was a few years ago. Um, it was like the Might and Magic series, which
Yeah.
is like I was really into those.
Which
And
series was it?
then Might and Magic,
Oh, okay. Yeah, I thought that's what you said. I
and
never played the Heroes of Might and Magic series. I never played the Might and Magic on its own.
yeah, the Might and Magic is more like um, I guess it would be more like Skyrim esque, like
Okay.
very basic.
Yeah. It's an old series. It's not going to be
Yeah,
Skyrim standard, but same principle idea.
yeah, where you have your guys, you create your characters, and you can like shoot arrows and stuff like that.
Okay.
It's pretty basic.
Yeah. A lot of the old games had to be basic because they didn't have the capabilities to run anything overly complex.
Yeah,
I mean, Mario is a great game, but it's really just run and jump. Those are your
yeah,
two options. And shoot a fireball if you get the flower. Very, very simple in terms
or
of design.
or how many different types of power ups can you get for different types of things?
Yeah. I mean, even when they moved to the Super Nintendo, you really had like the flower and the cape and Yoshi. Those were like that's it.
Yeah,
Is not until the more modern ones where you suddenly had 50 different things you could pick up and different powers.
oh, and Gabby sent the message. She's on her way.
Okay, cool.
I bet she'll probably be here in like 5 minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I wanted to ask her about the rabbit thing anyway, because I think that'd be the best bet for that comedy stream that we were talking about.
Yeah, I've only used Rabbit once, and that was Gabby, Vincent, and me watching that something about a dragon slayer, or I forget the name of the movie, but yeah, that's the one time I've used Rabbit, and it seemed to work pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it would be easier than playing it the way I played it before.
Yeah, with all of us watching it in the hangout with you sharing your screen.
Yeah, and then having to time it with the delay.
Yeah. No, I think doing it through Rabbit would definitely work better than doing it through Hangouts.
um,
I think there needs to be a rule that games I'm interested in have to get released on Steam. That's going to be the new law once I'm king of the world.
yeah, that'll
I think
probably have
Valve
to
would be
work
very
because
happy with that.
I think a lot of people would be very happy with that.
Um, because I was looking at the Wikipedia page for that 428 game I was telling you about, and
Yeah.
there's a link to another game made by the same people. Like, oh, this looks awesome. Oh, it's not on Steam. Damn it! It's only on PSP and 3DS. So I have to see if I can.
Which one was it called?
What's that?
Which one? What was it called?
The game I'm looking at is Time Travelers. Um, it's made by the same people who made 428 Shibuya Scramble, and it doesn't even say what kind of game it is, other than it was made by the same people. Um, and it's a visual novel, which is kind of broad. But yeah, I'll have to see if I can track down a copy of a used 2DS or a 3DS or something, and a copy of this game. Hopefully, it got an Australian release.
Let's see, 3DS, PS Vita, and PlayStation Portable. Level 5, Japanese name, only Japanese release.
Ah, there you go. So we can cross that one off the list then. I don't speak Japanese, so I can't even import it.
You could, I mean, if you really wanted to look for it, you could probably find a translated ROM of it.
Probably, but I'm not that keen on it. It's not something that I'm going to go to huge
Well,
amounts of effort for.
that yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, that takes effort.
Yeah.
and
Um.
well, that's like when I first hurt my leg, I got ACL reconstruction,
Yeah.
and I asked my mom to go uh, to the rental store
Hmm.
and nab a game for me since I'm not going to be able to move.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh yeah, which one do you want?" I'm like, "Well, I don't know. Can you just run down there and see what's there and call me and
Yeah.
we'll go from there?" And she's like, "Yeah, I guess that can work." And she gets down there and she's like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of them, so pick one."
Mhm.
And she goes, "There's this one in Japanese that I can't read, and it looks like this guy's holding two swords in his hand." And I'm like, "That one, just grab it."
Yeah.
Uh, and so yeah, it was the Suikoden.
All right.
It was the second one, and I played that, and It was like the best RPG I've ever played.
That's one of those games I've heard a lot about, but I've never actually played. Um, but yeah, I've heard nothing but good things about that series.
I tried finding it on Amazon. Like after I got out of after I got done with my recovery,
Yeah,
I went back to rent it again,
right.
and they had gotten rid of it.
Ah,
And so I was like, oh, it's stuck in my head all through that time, and I'm just like, oh, I want to play that game again because I never got through the entire game,
yeah,
and I was like, I need to know how that ends.
yeah,
And so, I just kind of stuck with me. I'm like, there's never going to be any way I can,
yeah.
get a hold of that game. And then Amazon became a thing.
It's kind of what happened to me and the movie Reservoir Dogs. I rented it, and the copy I had, the disc stopped playing about 20 minutes from the end. And like I took it back and I said, "Oh no, we'll clean it and it'll fix the disc and you'll be able to watch the end of the movie." Went back home, didn't work. They tried a few different things, and eventually they just said, "Look, if you're still having problems, I don't think we can get this DVD to run." So for like 5 years, I didn't know how Reservoir Dogs ended until I happened to find it in a shop and buy it. But I just thought that was funny. That like what a time for it to crap out on me 20 minutes from the end.
Yeah, the same thing happened with uh, my friend's first DVD player and Gladiator.
Oh, okay.
When it got to the part where he unmasked himself um, for the Emperor,
Mm.
um, as soon as the helmet like left his face, the whole thing glitched out, and so the entire scene skipped.
That's pretty
And
funny.
we're just it's that build up and then just heartbreak. Like,
Yeah. Hey, Vincent.
oh hey Vince.
He's ignoring us.
He's, we're not ignoring you. You're on the
Yeah.
spot now.
What's he doing?
I'm not getting any audio from you.
Something's gone wrong here.
No, he's trying again.
Yeah, no, something was going wrong there because no one could hear him.
Yeah, I started looking it up on eBay and Amazon. Well, eBay came first,
Yeah,
and then it was Amazon.
there was a really lucky moment with me and good old games because there was a game that I played when I was like 8, and I could never remember the name of it, and I had only very fuzzy memories of what was involved, so I couldn't really look it up online. And then I was just scrolling through good old games, and suddenly, this is the game. This is the game that I've been trying to remember for 20 years. Um, and so I bought it and played. Yep, this is definitely it. So that was rather a relief to finally have. Okay, now I know what game I was trying to think of for 2 decades.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a sweet
and
token.
then this is the what they tried to lay on you.
Oh, that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
Hello, everybody.
yeah, there
Hey,
you are.
we can hear you this time.
Yes, yeah, I had to, I guess, adjust the settings in the Hangouts. So,
How you going?
doing well. How are you two?
I'm pretty good.
What are we up to tonight?
Not much of anything, just killing some time. Mostly looking at this $3,000 game.
What?
That's insane.
It's a bit much.
I like the game a lot, but there is no way in hell I would spend $3,000 on that.
No, I mean, why would anyone?
Wow, $3,000, huh? Why?
For a game.
Why is it $3,000?
Mint condition, popular game, probably low print supply, so hard to get a hold of. I mean, there would be reasons for it to be that expensive. I just think you'd have to be insane to pay it.
Or not give a shit about money type rich.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fairly well off, and I wouldn't pay $3,000 on a game. That's insane. That's
a fuck it payment.
yeah. That's your entire life is Suikoden, and you need this game for whatever reason.
In which you're probably really sad.
Yes. No one game should form the entirety of your existence.
I mean, $3,000. That's like a decent start at
Buy a computer for that could play.
Funding your own game. Hey,
if you want to pay for the code for $3,000, then yeah, by all means.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy a copy of it. It's just a. I mean, what platform is it on? PS1?
Yeah,
I think so. Yeah.
No thanks.
No, definitely not.
No. Yeah, we're just waiting on Gabby now. She's on her way in.
Okay.
I'm happy because I got to give away some games that were sitting there clogging up my Steam inventory. I was like, I don't know how I got them. I don't know why I have them, but I just posted on Twitter saying, anyone who wants these games, they're yours. And some total stranger said, can I have them? Yep, here you go.
There you go.
And so I still have like 3 of the 5 left to give away, but I got rid of 2 of them. That's a good start.
Let's share this out.
The other one on Amazon is only $1,000.
Oh, bargain.
Oh, yeah.
Just get 3 of that one instead.
No, thank you.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad emulators exist.
Yes.
Like,
Even though Emu Paradise had to shut down or remove all the ROMs from its website or something.
I thought they were still going.
What's that?
I thought they were still going.
Yeah, I'm sure there's other ways to get a hold of the ROMs. I'm just one of the big websites got shut down because it was some legal thing made it untenable to stay up.
Emu Paradise is still going. Although it should be a bit triggering things at the first emu.
Yes, I was constantly triggered by the emu in the name. It's utterly unacceptable that I should have the wounds of that war reopened by a video game website.
Yeah. I think I have pictures of that war.
Yeah. I just think it's hilarious that there was an emu war at all. That, there was, and it was actually pretty, despite how silly it sounds, it was a pretty serious thing at the time. Because the emus were just destroying all the crops and it was, starving all the farmers, but it just sounds ridiculous.
think I have pictures of the armed forces surrendering to the emu general.
Yes. Damn emus.
How can a
Hey, we have a Gabby.
Oh, there we are.
Hey guys.
Hey, Gabby. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Ow.
Oh,
How's everything
feedback.
going?
I'm all right. How are you?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Just got done doing my good deed for the day.
What was that?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
There's a
Okay.
lot of static,
I
though.
think I know I need to get a new microphone. This is horrible. Okay, better?
Yeah, I can hear you
Okay.
this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just bought this thing too. It's a bummer.
That sucks.
Yeah, it happens.
Hopefully it wasn't an expensive microphone.
No, maybe that's what the problem is.
Well, I mean, true. If it's a crappy one, if it's a cheap one, then it's okay. If it breaks, sort of, it's just the hassle of buying a new one. But if it was one of those $1,000 microphones and it broke within a week, then you're a bit
Oh,
pissed
that
off.
would be utterly depressing.
Yes.
There was a Twitter discussion between Ranting Monkey, Sinatra, and third party, and they were talking about mics. And I think Sinatra said he had a Blue Yeti.
Hmm.
No, he didn't have a Blue Yeti. He had something else completely different. Ranting Monkey had I think Ranting Monkey had the Blue Yeti. And Scribe has a blue snowball.
Right.
And I got the snowball because it was $45. So I was like, it's cheap, it's 2 days away, and it's mine. So
Yeah, I got the blackout Blue Yeti.
My friend in Canada sent me a $10 microphone that she bought on the cheap and sent to Australia. Because I could only find expensive ones in like the shops around me. So she said, "Look, I'll just pick up a cheap, crappy one and send it to you if that's all you want." Like, "No, thanks." And
It's as long as
fine.
it works.
Yeah, it's the one I'm using now.
yeah, I bought this, and I'm like, if this streaming thing doesn't work out, I just spent this for nothing.
Yeah. I mean, it depends. If you're streaming for just fun, then you can use it all the time. I mean, if you're trying to make a career of it, then yeah, it might be a bit of a sunk investment if it doesn't take off.
Clyde and Dyer made me go get a Blue Yeti. They forced me to.
I hear a lot of good things about the Blue Yeti.
It's good. It's
I mean, I heard the snowball one was good too.
I think any microphone with blue in the name is apparently just really good. Buyer's Guide by Terry Diamantis. Just if it's got blue in the name, buy it.
He's not a sponsor at all.
Sponsored by Blue. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get another Samsung microphone. I don't know. It's awful. I mean, it's convenient. It worked for a while, but
Yeah.
Did it have a settings thing that comes with it, or is it like just a plug and play type?
there's a few different settings on the side. That's why it's better now because I was just alternating, trying to figure out which one was best.
Okay. Mine doesn't even
I don't
have
know.
that.
I'm not very tech savvy.
Mine is just.
So I saw this weird thing. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, mine is just a very tiny microphone with a windshield on it and a cable that plugs into the computer. That's the entirety of it. There's no fancy settings or anything. Just plug it in and talk into it.
That's really all you need it for.
Yeah.
So I saw this thing on Twitter. What on earth is a thought audit?
Oh, this is hilarious.
That's beautiful.
So all
go
the
ahead.
women on Twitch who just make a living by selling sex instead of gameplay, and this has pissed off a lot of people who think Twitch should be about the video games, not some woman's tits.
And that's fair enough.
Yeah. So they've started reporting all these women to the IRS because they're assuming that they're not recording the income with the IRS. And so, yeah, now all the Twitch whores are panicking because they're going to have to pay a huge amount of money in tax.
That is hysterical.
They haven't been doing things like reporting their premium Snapchat access.
I did see that. I thought that was a joke. Someone tweeted out like, "Right, who reported my premium Snapchat or what?" I thought that was just a meme or something.
No, it's that Rush V guy has been really championing the cause, saying, "No, you get out there and report all these dots," which is a stupid word.
I heard about that.
But
And something to do with Brittany Venti.
Yeah, it's a real thing. It's probably not going to amount to much of anything. I think the IRS is just going to say, "Okay, you didn't pay tax on this income, please pay it."
Well, and I guess from what I heard from Ranting Monkey's stream, if they get found guilty or something, they can get rewarded. Whoever reported it could get rewarded 30% of what they owe.
Yeah, that's why they're doing it as well.
Yeah, and Brittany Venti, I guess, received at least 20,000.
Yeah, she makes a fairly hefty amount just by being somewhat attractive and willing to exploit it.
Well, if you called having two sides of a face, like, I don't know. Her face looks like it's been split in two and then glued back together.
Yeah, I mean, she's not
She's
gorgeous.
got glorious tits, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what people are paying for. I mean, she's far from stunning looking, but she's attractive enough to get money out of desperate guys, which is all that she needs to do if she's making that her career.
I saw the video Doom did on her, and I'm like, I hope I never cross paths with this one. And then they had her on the Kumite for a while. So
You avoid anybody that's on the Kumite like the plague. I would.
Generally, good idea.
Run far, run fast.
Yeah. Ugh. I never watched a single thing of the Kumite, but from what I've heard, it really doesn't sound fun to watch.
Well,
And
like
it's
everything,
just forever.
like
They
everything.
stream for
else.
like what, 4, 5, 6 hours.
Yeah, they actually I don't know. I think they think they're amusing, but really, it's only amusing if Jim's on there. Quite frankly.
No, fair enough.
Medicator is the only one I ever watched off of there.
Medic is pretty good on his videos. I've not seen him live stream.
It's the same thing.
Pretty much.
Because some people are different with a script as opposed to off the cuff. So I thought, maybe like Sargon's videos are good, but when he's live streaming, he tends to get flustered and repeat himself, and he's a lot more entertaining.
Excuse me.
A script.
True.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened to him, but he's definitely become a politician.
Yeah. It's so silly.
It's amusing to see a shit posting politician.
Yeah. I think he kind of needs to decide: does he want to be a shit poster or a politician? Because if he wants to be a politician, being a shit poster is going to hurt him in elections. Like no one's going to take him seriously.
Well, I don't know. Trump's a pretty good shit poster.
And I think Sargon's already done all the damage he can do. He's been pretty spicy online.
But Sargon's not going to be going up against Hillary Clinton, so his opponent might actually be competent.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've got no problem with Donald Trump, but I think the fact that he was up against Hillary is a big part of why he won.
Yeah.
People just did not want to vote for Hillary, and if I was American, neither would I.
I have a good theory on that, and hypothesis. Sorry, but I think if Clinton would have just kept her mouth shut, she would have had it.
Oh yeah, easy.
Trump's mouth just kept going, and then she's like, oh, I'll one up you on that one.
Well, I think calling half the population deplorable was really not smart on Clinton's part.
But a wonderful meme was born.
Yeah, the basket of deplorables. That's not a good thing to call that many people who could have otherwise been won over to vote for you.
Yeah, she was just ouch. Stupid microphone. Yeah, she's just one of those, like, she was in her echo chamber and her victory was supposed to be guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like, she did not give a toss.
Well, I think that's the problem with having all the polls coming back saying, oh yeah, she's got like a 99% chance of winning. She's got it. She did sort of not take it as seriously as she should have because she just assumed she had it in the bag.
Why aren't I 50 points ahead, you might ask?
Yeah. Because
is it true she's running again? I thought, is that a rumor or is that confirmed?
Well,
she's probably waiting.
I don't think she's going to officially declare for a while, just because once you officially declare, then campaign finance rules start applying, which would limit how much she could raise. So she's going to probably raise money now and then declare closer to the actual election, is how I've heard it described.
Although you guys want to know another reason why I think she didn't get elected?
Why is that?
I will show you.
She didn't kill enough people.
she killed the wrong ones. That's why. He's dabbing.
Oh dear God!
No, I can't decide which is worse, this or Pokemon Go to the polls.
It's all pretty bad.
I think that's worse. I think Pokemon Go to the polls, she could at least claim someone else wrote the line for her. Like, she still said it, that she could make no, that was my advisor. He thought it was a good idea, so I said it. That was her. That was her doing that. No excuses.
No, I think she's demonstrated time and again she is that dumb.
Yeah.
I definitely think that she didn't write that. Like, that was definitely fed to her.
Yeah.
Because when she did that whole "Why am I 50 points down?"
Yeah.
That was all impulse. That was just all frustration. And this is just like, oh yeah, why don't we do this robotic statement? Like,
yeah. I actually heard an interesting theory as to why the polls were so wrong on Clinton, which was that they only polled the areas that were known to have a high voter turnout. And where Trump won was all the people who normally didn't give a fuck suddenly wanted to vote for Trump. So they didn't show up on the polls because the pollsters were saying, like, no one votes in this area. We're not even going to ask them. And so all those areas were the ones that ended up voting for Trump. And that's why the polls painted such a very different picture to the actual election result.
That makes sense. That could be a factor for sure.
Because, like, otherwise, how do you explain, like, 99% of people say they're going to vote for Clinton and then nowhere near that many did? It's like, the reason is they were asking only the areas that they knew had high voter turnouts, and much like Clinton, neglected the rest of the country. And that's where all the hidden Trump voters were.
Indeed.
I actually watched the election results coming in. I'm not even American, but I was at work watching the election, the map as the states started filling in red and blue. I really, really hoping Trump would win, and he did. So I'm happy.
I have to say, I was watching. Whose stream was I watching? I think might have been Sargon's. And my friend calls me and he goes, "Turn to the Young Turks right goddamn now."
Oh my god.
And I go, "What's going on?" He's just like, "Dude, trust me, just go watch." And just the meltdown that was,
Yep.
it was great.
The best thing I saw about that was someone had that footage and set in the Hall of the Mountain King as the background music. So it sort of kept increasing in sort of intensity as the meltdown got more and more severe, and then it just suddenly sort of exploded. It was the perfect music for the footage.
You'll have to send me a link. I'd love to see that.
I'll have to try and find it. But yeah, that was hilarious. Watching the Young Turks fall apart.
Well, they were much better behaved during the Senate and House elections and all that.
I think they just wanted to avoid being a meme again.
Yeah, let's try not to celebrate before the eggs hatch.
Yes. But yeah, that was one of those things that you can just go back and watch it time and time again, and it's still funny.
I do. I unironically love those guys, but not for the reasons they probably would prefer.
Yeah. Like I don't actually have a problem with Cenk or Anna. Like, I think they're wrong, but like they're not idiots. They're just wrong. Like, Cenk is pretty smart. If you hear him talk, he knows what he's talking about. He's just reached completely the wrong conclusion. But his reasoning is there. He's thought his position out. Anna's a bit of a dumbass, but but Cenk has actually considered his position. He's just reached very different conclusions.
Now, I had heard somewhere that Cenk was the Armenian Holocaust denier. Was that an actual thing?
The Armenian what?
Holocaust denier.
Yes. I've heard many people say that Cenk denies the Armenian Holocaust. Which is pretty funny considering Anna is there. So it's funny. They're called the Young Turks, and Anna is there.
That would just be kind of a dick move.
I told you I love those guys.
I don't know if he still does, or I mean, honestly, I don't know if he ever did, but a lot of people have said Cenk denies the Armenian Holocaust, and yeah, I mean, if he did, then it's got to be very awkward being co-hosts with an Armenian woman.
Well, is it more awkward for him or for her, really? Oh.
Well, I mean, it's just going to be a tense workplace if between the two of them.
It certainly was
Oh,
a
they're still
poorly,
working together.
it was a poorly thought out name for their.
It really was. It'd be like a bunch of Jewish people running the Hitler Youth Project as a news station. It's just, no, you should know better.
Yeah, sounds more like a Monty Python skit.
I always thought it was weird that when it came out that the Pope before Francis was a member of the Hitler Youth, and it's like, you think that would be in the background check before you vote him in?
You'd think.
Makes me wonder if that's the reason he quote unquote quit.
Pope Benedict. There it is. Yeah, Pope Benedict dogged by Nazi past despite achievements. Yeah, so Pope Benedict is the one who did that.
Awkward.
Very. My
Oh,
dad.
speaking of Nazis,
Yeah.
I just saw this headline: School unlikely to punish the dozens of students doing Nazi salute before prom.
Good. They shouldn't be punished. All they did was raise their arm.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder why they even decided to do that in the first place, though.
They're idiots, but it's not a punishable crime to be an idiot.
Well, I went to this concert, and I don't remember even when it was. I think it was shortly after the Nazi bug incident, and I was watching the crowd, and the crowd's just, they got their hands going, and I'm trying to take the right picture. And I finally hit it, and it looks like everyone's got their hand in the Roman salute. and I'm like, I look at the picture, I go, "Hey guys, you don't think context is important?" And I show them the picture, and like all of them are up, and they're just like, "That looks really bad."
Well, the whole context thing came up when Dank was leaving the courthouse, and some reporter was saying, "Do you think it's appropriate to say gas the Jews?" And he's saying, "Look, if context doesn't matter, then you just said the phrase yourself. Where's your £800 fine?" And it's like,
oh, I loved that. Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah. Oh, Dank's got a good head on his shoulders. He's pretty quick when it comes to stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I could come up with something off the cuff like that.
Well, he probably had been thinking about knowing that someone was going to say something like that, because unless they're very careful to avoid saying those three words in that order, I mean, to talk to him about the case, you have to say gas the Jews at some point. So he probably had it planned for when someone was being a dick about it.
Although, yeah, if it's, it's something he's being targeted for, I'm pretty sure he could have something thought up just off the cuff.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, look, one of these pricks.
I'm sure he's been asked that question in one form or another before the trial even started. I'm sure he's used to answering a similar question like that.
Exactly.
Or several thousand times before even going to court.
Right when practice talking to reporters, just go on Twitter and post controversial shit.
Yeah. I'm glad no one gives a shit about who I am. I can say whatever I want. No one cares.
So how things going over for you, Vincent?
Not bad. I'm just messing around in OBS right now. I have a more stable internet connection, so I could probably host Squiplash if I wanted to.
Yay!
Good.
Unlike, because Clyde usually hosts it. So now I'm just setting up a Quiplash stream so I can perhaps host it. Plus, I have Quiplash too, so you'll have new questions.
Nice.
Quiplash is great. It is one of the greatest games I've played in a long time.
What were you guys planning to do tonight?
Well, I was going to go to work and probably watch you guys and play along Quiplash with you guys.
Oh. Well, hell, I already put your picture in the stream.
Sweet.
All right, so when you going to work?
10 o'clock Mountain.
Okay. So you got a little while, right?
Yeah.
We're in the same time zone.
Nice.
I'm definitely not in the same time zone. Hang on, my phone's ringing. I'll be back in a sec.
Yeah, I come from the land of Matt Christensen.
Good, how are you?
Yeah, which is really funny because he's one town over from me, or one city over from me. And
that's awesome.
I heard from him from Sugar Tits. So Sugar Tits introduced me to Matt Christensen, which is weird how the internet works.
Indeed, it is.
God bless the internet.
Trying to remember what video it was.
Trying to get man, I didn't get as many replies to the "I like being white" tweet as I would have liked. Damn it!
Wait, what did you post?
I like being white. You know, it's
putting out the bait.
Yeah.
I replied, I'm okay with you being white.
Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that. I'm okay with you being black.
No, a friend of mine in another town over the opposite direction. Someone put an "It's okay to be white" sign on the back of a stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "This is what white fragility looks like." I was like, "No, you're showing what white fragility looks like." Like the fact that you're freaking out over a sign about a guy that says it's okay to be white.
Silly. I don't understand the whole issues beyond this. Let me find this. Sorry, I'm looking at my OBS trying to figure out how to capture my desktop audio. Apologies.
Is OBS hard to use?
No, it's not. Once you start getting the little quirks in it, it's not too hard. It's pretty self-explanatory. I would get Streamlabs OBS though, because it's less uses less resources on your PC.
Which kind do I have? Yeah, I have an OBS Studio.
Yeah, I would definitely get Streamlabs OBS instead. It's also easier to use for some reason. I guess the interface is just easier. At least I found it to be so.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Like Hangouts is easy enough, but I mean, you can't really do anything with it.
Let me test this really quick. Let me see. Boop, boop, boom.
And is that face rig you're using?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, that's what Egal Metro uses.
Who?
Egal Metro.
Oh, the polar bear dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have him on my Twitter. I haven't seen his videos though.
Yeah, he hasn't put out any videos in a while.
Yeah, kind of the I almost would have wished I went for the whole static image and then with like 5 or 6 different emotions, it certainly would be easier to edit, I think.
Yeah, I found I was playing on there on my phone, and I found there's one that it's got the cat on there, and it's the autumn background, but it's still so close you can't really see the background that well.
Yeah.
So it still looks like everything's on fire.
Yeah, I think I have the cat. Where's the cat at? Where's the cat? Oh, there's the cat.
Oh yeah.
Mr.
What did
Pants.
you name him again? I forgot.
Oh, I was calling him Mr. Pants. Yeah. Yeah, he's fun. He's cute. Could be a puppy in a rice bowl, I guess.
For real, a dog in a teacup.
Yeah. Is it a teacup?
Puppy in a cup. I keep on forgetting about Harassment Day. Like that is.
You're forgetting what now?
Have you guys heard Patrice O'Neill's stand-up Elephant in the Room?
It's been a long time since I watched Patrice O'Neill.
He's got in that stand-up he nominates the Tuesday before Thanksgiving as Harassment Day, to where you can openly sexually harass anyone you want to.
Nice.
Just to get the attention out of it.
Oh dear.
That is kind of cool. Oh, I should have done this for the stream.
Okay, sorry, I'm back now.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Terry.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's like just walk up to a coworker at the office, and she goes and just go up and be like, "Hey, Karen, when you get up to go, can I sniff your chair?"
Yeah.
That's unpleasant.
Something like that. It's really funny.
Yeah, that is pretty gross.
That's the cat that I had.
Why are we talking about chair sniffing? What was the context for that?
I don't remember the context, actually.
I don't remember either. I just remember Patrice O'Neill popped up in conversation. So yeah.
Fair enough. Patrice O'Neill was pretty good. I was a fan of his comedy.
Just having fun with his cat. He's kind of expressive.
Actually, you know what it was? It was the turkey. The turkey popped up Thanksgiving.
Day. Oh, yes.
Right.
So there we go. It doesn't take much for me to connect a memory to something.
That's that cat is sitting right in the uncanny valley for me. That is just a creepy cat.
Creepy cat. Creepy cat. Yeah.
And we've lost Gabby.
You get rid of him. Where's my...
The cat in the 21st, the 26th and a half century.
Yes. Like Duck Dodgers.
Good old Daffy Duck.
That guy was a psycho.
And
Scary because you couldn't kill the guy. I mean, How many times did you see Daffy Duck just reduced to nothing but like a pair of eyes?
Yes. This
And by his own hand.
Yeah, usually.
almost exclusively self-inflicted injuries. Unless you count Duck Season Fire as being Elmer Fudd causing the injury, but still mostly self-inflicted.
Yeah, when you think about it. Go ahead.
No, that's still kind of Daffy's fault because they're pushing the barrel back and forth.
Yeah. He
And
pushes it
then
to his own head.
Bugs just turns it around on him.
Yeah. Duck season,
Oh,
rabbit season.
a little Brittany Vente is going off on Twitter.
What's she upset about now?
This is the thought audit.
Oh, still. Okay.
Yeah, same thing.
I just saw it.
that streamers shouldn't be taxed because they're taxed emotionally by you.
Oh,
fuck off.
I saw a funny tweet by Ben Shapiro. It says, Twitter's endgame is that everyone will be banned except Jack. I'm not sure he's wrong.
No, he's pretty close to right. What was that? What was it? Jack got trolled the other day.
I don't know. I didn't hear about it.
Yeah, let me find that. That was hilarious. They had him hold up some kind of sign. Yeah, he was accused of hate mongering.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. Jack Dorsey had kicked up a social media storm after a picture of him with a placard saying "Smash Brahminical patriarchy," referring to the highest Hindu caste, whatever, went viral in one of the company's fastest growing markets. So basically, he was holding up the sign, basically with "Smash the Brahminical caste" on it, with a bunch of Indian feminists.
That's nice. A bit unpleasant.
I guess. It's pretty funny, though. I mean, how many people have been banned by his own company for less?
Oh, yeah. It would be funny if they said, look, strict enforcement of the rules, we do have to ban you, Mr. Dorsey.
Right? They tomorrow, if Jack is given a poster with anti-Semitic messages in a meeting with his will his team allow him to hold it up? Why is it any different? Inciting hate against any community is wrong. Yeah. Exactly. It's pretty funny.
Oh, yeah. And I just really want Jack to get banned from his own website. That would just be too hilarious.
Well, I'd gain a lot more respect if he were.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be a sign that they're actually enforcing the rules fairly instead of just, you know what? I don't like the way you think. You can be banned. You I like. You can spout all the anti-Semitic hatred you like. You're Louis Farrakhan. We got your back.
I know. Or it'd be even better if he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, that was taken out of context." Oh, suddenly context matters, does it, Jack? Come on.
Context never matters. If you said "gas the Jews" in any context, including that one, then
you are wrong.
You're guilty of hate speech.
What happened to Gabby?
She had to drop out. She's having connection trouble.
Oh. Alrighty.
It says
go ahead.
He's going to try and fix it and come back.
Oh, good.
I was trying to remember where I met her. Because I was thinking back and I'm like, all of a sudden there's Gabby.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like trying to remember, and it was through one of the Quiplash streams, actually.
Oh, nice.
I believe. Or one of the
Cards Against Humanity streams?
One of the Direwolf, you guys doing the news thing. One of your streams did their Quiplash or Cards Against Humanity. I was like, yeah, I'm doing the live stream. She's like, I'm in. Like, that was pretty much it.
She's funny.
She is. I mean, I met her when Johnny invited me, Hate Camel, and her to talk about Nanette on his channel, and yeah, it was the first I'd ever heard of her. And she was funnier than Hannah Gadsby was. Low bar to clear, but still funnier than a professional comedian.
An award-winning professional comedian.
It's scary to think that Nanette won anything.
And it's bad when the review has it compared to a TED Talk.
Yeah, because it's a fair comparison. It's closer to a TED Talk than a comedy special. There's like a couple of jokes in Nanette that were not terrible, but not very many, and they weren't even that good. No, absolute disaster.
She could have turned it into something decent if she just kept the momentum going.
Yeah, but she wanted to let everyone know how much she hates white men, and that kind of killed it.
Well, I think it was Norm Macdonald that said it was. I think he was saying impersonation always has to come from can't come from a place of hatred. And I think that goes with almost any kind of comedy.
Yes,
you can't have complete and total like spite for something and still be funny about it, in my opinion.
Well, any kind of mockery needs to come from a place of love. Like that's why friends can give each other shit and it's all cool, because they know that it's friendly ribbing. It's not spiteful or mean. It's just friends being dicks to each other.
And that's why I think... Oh, go ahead.
Like, if I said to a complete stranger some of the things I say to my friends, they would quite rightly think I was like a disgusting person for being so horrible to them. But once you've established a friendship and your motives become understood, then you can be a lot more sarcastic and mean, as long as you respect boundaries.
And that's why I think the Friar Club roasts are better than the Comedy Central Club roasts. Like the Sinatra, Dean Martin roasts.
Oh my God, they were so much better. So much better. They don't even compare, really.
I mean, they are. I mean, there were a few funny ones, like, but they were for people who everyone hates anyway. So it's just, you're pretty much just watching a dog get beaten, and it's a.
Hey, Gabby, welcome back.
Like watching the.
Hey guys.
Roast.
Hello.
Yes, both back.
So what are we talking about now?
Let's see. Why Nanette sucked, and then it went on to the Friars Club versus Comedy Central roasts. You know, so, and how comedy has to come from a place of affection rather than derision. Basically, I think, is that a good summation?
Yes,
Yeah.
I would say that's pretty spot on.
Oh, I don't think I fixed anything. You guys all sound like robots. This
Oh, dear.
sucks.
You're clear.
I have no idea what you are talking about.
Might just have to go shit post in side chat. This is horrible.
Don't do it, Gabby. Don't do it.
That's weird because you sound perfectly normal.
Yeah, you sound fine.
Yeah, I have no idea what it is. I can kind of make out what you guys say, but I think it's just my computer.
So your internet does not like you. It's
You have a
Good,
potato.
I don't like it either.
You have a potato plugged into a couple lemons, don't you?
I learned from the best, Vince.
Yes, but look at my avatar. Look at it. Look how crisp and clean it is now.
Those are some quality potatoes.
Those, yeah, I peeled them.
Maybe that's the trick. I need to peel mine.
Yes.
That's them Idaho potatoes.
Yes.
Okay.
Probably in like a month, about a month, I'll probably get a new rig. This thing's like literally 10 years old. So at the time, it was awesome.
That's normally how the tech cycle works.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long for it to become crap.
Yeah, but I'm kind of cheap, and I'm kind of trying to milk every last day out of this thing. Then one day it's gonna go poof.
Yeah. So I'm glad I've got 1,800 games that will run on my computer as is. So even if down the line games get too fancy to run on my computer, I've still got plenty of stuff to do before I need
It
to
sounds like
worry
you're
about
ready for a
replacing.
rainy day.
There you go. I'm covered.
He's ready for an apocalypse.
As long as the power doesn't go out.
Yeah, just get a generator, you'll be fine. Several generators.
I've got one
What's up?
generator.
Oh, right.
Smart.
A generator, a well, a couple of Connex boxes with some food in it. I sound like a prepper.
You sound like you live in California.
No.
Better to be prepared.
Well, that was a bit of a joke.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I think I have everything staged for the OBS.
Nice.
Gabby, do you think you'd be able to handle a Quiplash stream?
Maybe it's just Google Hangouts being weird on my computer. I'll give it a try. Doesn't hurt.
You want to try? You guys want to try Skype instead of Hangouts?
Yeah.
Maybe Hangouts' audio is because I know the audio improves on Skype. From my experience, what do you think, Gabby?
Skype is definitely better, I think.
Okay.
I wonder if I even have Skype on here.
It's not a big download.
Oh, it's right there. Now, is that going to interfere with Hangouts at all?
I don't think so. Well, you might want to mute it, I think. Because I actually always use Hangouts and
Hangouts and Skype?
Yeah. Most of the time. Well, we can wait a bit, actually. Let's wait a little bit before we start, because I'm still waiting to hear from Clydo.
Oh, this is how old my Skype is. My first image to put it up there was Mr. Horse from Ren and Stimpy.
That is badass.
I think mine is King Ghidorah wearing sunglasses on all three heads.
Well, it's getting to lunchtime for me, so I'm going to head off. Nice talking to you guys. I'll see you around.
It was lovely talking.
Have an awesome day, Terry.
See you, everyone.
Is that music I hear in the background?
It might be. It might be the Quiplash music. Ooh, look, Quiplash 2, you can make your own prompts.
Nice.
Oh, you could have fun with that.
Yes. Yes, indeed.
Am I off in saying that the 8-spitting Cobra was kind of triggering Clyde yesterday?
I think it went a little too far. But
well, that's that hammering the joke in. It is it can only do so much.
Yeah. I mean, I was proud of it at first, and then I was kind of ashamed. I mean, the first time it was fine, and then maybe the second time. Third time was like, oh, come on, guys. The sixth or seventh time, you're just like, okay, I'm not voting for the Cobra anymore. But again, it's kind of like the Cleveland steamer.
Yeah.
It's a steaming pile.
Yes. Well, I'll have to
That's why I was kind of glad when I thought back to the first time we played Skype. You were running through. It sounds like you're one of them gays.
So, yeah, that's that. I love Norm Macdonald. He's hilarious.
Yeah, he knew his time was up in that show. In the show.
What was that?
He knew his time was up in that show.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, actually, I've listened to him talk about it, and he was kind of surprised because he was basically like their most popular cast member at the time, you know. And
well, yeah, but like everyone was coming up to him, like Norm was always coming up to him, telling him how unfunny he was.
Yeah, I don't even see that. He's hilarious. It's just he's.
It's like, what the hell kind of sense of humor does Lorne Michaels have if he doesn't think that the most popular guy in Saturday Night Live was, at that time, was as funny as he was?
Norm's a genius, I think. If you listen to his interviews and stuff, he's just a. I mean, you can tell he has emotional problems. Maybe like, you know, but he's definitely a comic genius. He knows his timing. Have you ever seen the clip of him bashing the living crap out of David Spade while they were being interviewed? And you could see the look. You could see the look on Kevin Spade's face as he saw the joke starting to like. Because Norm went all the way around, then like brought it right back, and as soon as right before he got hit with it, David saw exactly what was going to happen. It was about Rogaine, I think, or not Rogaine. What the other one? Dick pills. God,
Viagra.
That's the one. We'll just call them Dick pills.
Front horn pills.
Yes, front horn pills.
All right, I'm gonna use Dick pills if I get into one of the Whiplash things.
Dick pills. Oh dear.
Yeah, you guys had 4 jinxes. Well, technically 4. Yesterday you had your.
Really? I saw
2 in
Canada.
one game. Because there was it was one after the Canada one, and then there was one you I don't remember who it was answered, but I think other than you both answered the same thing except for someone put something in parentheses.
Mm-hmm. I think it was another Canada related thing too. That Canada thing's done and over with as well, as far as memes go.
Yeah.
Poor Clyde.
Yeah, which is funny because Clyde and you seem to be the ones that clash most on the Whiplash things.
Oh, of course. But I mean, that's the way we relate, and you know, when we're just talking by ourselves too, we like to fuck with each other.
Yeah. Well, and it's like you can tell who's answering sometimes when it's just like, yeah, don't make me re-answer this question about Clyde.
Well, yeah, that was definitely me. I mean, because last time he really did get butthurt when I told it because it was the same question, and I described my imaginary friend as the short bearded mechanic gnome.
Aww.
He got butthurt about it. I'm not imaginary. He didn't deny that he was a gnome. He didn't deny that he was a gnome. He just denied that he was imaginary.
That is the weirdest part to get outraged at.
I am really rare.
Exactly.
No, I
Speaking
was.
of imaginary, sorry.
Oh no, I was. I was going to try and put. He's kind of a cunt, but at least he's there. But it wouldn't fit. So I was trying to edit it down, and then as I just finished, as I was going to hit enter, it timed out on me.
Oh, that's the worst. Like you missed that 1 second.
You know what? That I really liked that speedrunners game that me and Clyde were messing with the other day. That was amusing.
Oh, that looked like so much fun.
Yeah, it really is fun.
Is that another Jackbox one?
No, it's a little arcade side scroller where you're like these superhero type characters and you're racing. It's a foot race, and you can grapple, you can jump, you can slide, and there's obstacles obviously, and you're trying to get far enough ahead of the other players. The camera follows the player that's in the lead, and when the other player goes off the screen, they blow up and they're out of the game. So it's like a frantic race to not fall behind.
So you gotta stay in the screen, but not too far ahead.
You can go far ahead. You can go far ahead, and you can go as far ahead as you want. In fact, it's best if you try to get as far ahead as you can. What it is you try to like push the other 2 or 3 off the screen. It's up to 4 players at a time. And yeah, Clyde had got it. Then he told everybody else to get it, but he didn't tell everybody else that he practiced it a lot.
Yeah, I was about to say Clyde was whooping Laszlo the other night. Like,
well, yeah, he sat there and he played it. And then he unlocked like 5 or 6 levels, and then he got us to come in, and then he's like owning us. He's funny.
Yeah, when I first subscribed to his channel, I was like, "Who the hell is this weird-looking guy on there?" And then I'm like, "Oh wait, that's Clyde." Like I didn't even recognize him without the beard. Like his way he looks now with his beard is not the way he looked when that picture was taken.
No, he looks a lot younger, doesn't he?
He's way different.
Yeah, well, get married, get chubby. Get a kid, get a dad bod.
ain't nothing wrong with the dad bod.
No, I'm rocking half a dad bod myself.
And you don't have to tell me about dad bod. I got dad bod down. No, my kids wanted to do for the love of everything sacred, they want to be YouTubers. And I immediately squashed my older sons, and I'm just like, you have no chance. Like,
oh, no, ouch.
Not going to happen. Like that's his ambition. And I'm like, no, pick something else.
Wow, that's how very My Hero Academia of
you. But so like we've been doing like test streams with like Hangouts and an emulator that I have, and to where like we're either playing like Pokemon or Legend of Zelda or something, but there's such lag on it that it looks really poor.
What made you tell your son that he couldn't do it?
With everything in the apocalypse and all that stuff, and I can see them taking advantage of something and be like, "Oh, I'm going to give this guy a copyright strike because he did this wrong." And so,
what did he do? What did he want to do on YouTube?
He wants to do like pretty much Pokemon related stuff. He's big on that.
On which stuff?
Pokemon.
Oh, okay.
That's pretty cool. I mean, there's not a lot of drama in that community, I don't think. It's like only like really the political, social part of YouTube is like cancer.
Les Medicare gets involved, then he starts doing videos on Bulba Garden.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, just when you think it's not the weird thing, then you look in the closet and there's all the weird shit.
Wow, I think I'm going to have to do a video on this gamers versus thoughts. That got me a lot of traffic last time on my last thought video.
How did it do?
Oh, well, you know, I only have like 230 something subscribers, so how did it do? How many views did I get? It's one of my bigger ones. Let me find it. Where are you? Come on, load. Oh, 433 views. It's not bad for me. That's really good for me, actually. I'm usually like.
And you had even less subs than you do now, so.
Well, it helped that I put Alinity pushing her tits together on the thumbnail, so.
We can actually thank her for something.
Yes. Oh, I had PewDiePie and Alinity on the thumbnail, so there you go.
I heard she was selling, what was it, her bras or her panties?
Panties.
Yeesh.
Not that I know.
How did you? Sure, Jen. Sure.
Hold on, let me check my credit card statement. What did I?
I'm pretty sure I was left untraceable.
Oh dear.
Like, were they washed or unwashed?
Oh well.
Either way, it's gross.
What would be the point of having a wash set? You know, come on.
Ugh.
If you're gonna get freaky deaky, let's get freaky deaky. Why go half-ass?
Now I'm just picturing a guy with like a pair of panties over his head, but.
Have you seen Weird Science?
Yes.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Only with underwear instead of bras.
Little bra hat.
Or if it's a thong, you can roll it up like a coiled snake.
Gabby fell asleep during Blade Runner the other day. Ratting you out, Gabby.
Almost did. I was there. But yeah, I was nodding out.
Actually,
that happens way too often.
I nod out to a lot of movies, so yeah, don't go bad.
I only nod off at work.
That's not good.
I'll get bored.
Aw.
What line of work are you in?
Oh, right now I'm just have a shitty little call center job.
Oh yeah, that's easy to fall asleep in.
Yeah. The hell?
Yeah, I work as I work in a group home for people with developmental disabilities at night, and it's one of the calmer group homes. So, like, coffee is ingested within that 8-hour period.
Mm.
Usually a pot or a pot and a half, just to keep me awake.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. I just want to mainline that shit. More caffeine.
Right, just get one of those transportable IV bags. Just walk around.
Straight into the veins.
Yep. Tell you what, I'm just I also work I live in a pecan orchard, so
Nice.
but that doesn't take up all my time, so I mean,
now, who drew your other avatar there, Gabby?
Oh, Gabby.
What?
Who drew
me?
your, yeah.
I've had this picture for years. I just found it online. I really liked it.
Oh, not this one, the other one.
The kitsune. Vince hooked me up with that one.
Yeah, I found it online too.
Oh. Yeah, mine's just from a GIF.
It's still nice. It fits you.
You find the chat. Where is that at? There. Is there a chat? There it is. I'm gonna put the image that I'm using for you since I had find a link. Oh, you can't do files here, can you? Only links. Well, it's basically a little cartoon cat that I had for you, Johnny. Little black vector graphic cat with. I figured I couldn't find a PNG version of the cat cleaning his, sharpening his claws. So.
I just made it, to the screenshot, and let's see. That's pretty much it.
Cool. I like that.
And then I just looked up a picture of fire, and then cut out the cat, and then put it in front of the fire.
What you need to do is cut your cat out, so it and give it a transparent background if you can. That'd be good. Then we could put you on the stream sometime.
Oh, I still have that cut. I still have that cut out somewhere.
Oh, cool. DM it to me on Twitter.
Okay.
I have a new subscriber. What the hell's fit? Wow. I haven't had a new subscriber in a while. It's because I haven't been putting any videos out. Been doing it all on Direwolf's channel. Direwolf fell asleep last night. That was so hilarious.
Oh, he did? Aw.
That's why we were doing it alone, because he didn't wake up for the stream until the last line was spoken, and then he's like, "Hey guys," I'm like, oh. Knowing Dyer though, he might have just been testing to see what we do.
Right, just keeping an eye on you guys.
He's got that daddy wolf thing going on.
That must be my computer. Let's see what's on here.
Oh, I saw that thing on Twitter. Someone accused him of being a Democrat, and that was adorable.
Oh, yeah, between you guys and that guy, oh God, what's his name?
Sheeple.
Sheeple, yeah. That guy's an idiot.
He's an anti-vaxxer. What do you expect?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, we're Democrats.
Right, alt-right Democrats.
Yeah, it's the new hybrid.
Ultimate horseshoe theory.
Yes.
It's horseshoe so bent it's touching each other. It's touching itself.
That guy's using some flat earther logic. I don't understand him. It's not logic. He's just really freaking butthurt. Really butthurt.
Oh, yeah.
Just
like he got so mad at a Twitter argument, he went to Dyer's YouTube channel.
And started disliking all his videos. It was funny.
Oh, did he admit to doing that?
Yeah. He says, I'm going to dislike all your videos. And Dyer's like, okay.
You realize, like, ultimately, I don't think the like and dislike ratio has any real effect. Like, the more traffic a video has in general, whether it's good or bad, it just gets promoted up in the algorithm, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, thanks, buddy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I guess I do. I guess I don't have it.
I had so much fun writing that stretchy vagina story at the beginning. don't know if you saw that one.
I have to go back and watch this stream. Ow.
That was so funny.
No, I think I missed that. What was the stretchy vagina thing?
Yeah, she lady sued her ex because he ruined her. She sued him for reconstructive surgery on her junk.
Who?
This lady in Zimbabwe sued her ex because I'm trying not to say any of the jokes that I said on the stream. Because he stretched her because his dick was so big that he basically ruined her for other men. So she's suing him for 8,000 pounds.
That's so wrong.
For a little vaginal tune-up, I guess. I think it's hilarious.
Gynoplasty.
Yes.
It's been a while since I heard a story like that. I know there was this one guy who sued his wife because he had no idea she had plastic surgery before they got married and together and everything, and they had kids. And, like, they were not as attractive as he wanted them to be. So, like, sued her for, like, false advertising or something like that.
I think I remember hearing something like that.
Oh, that's kind of... That's rather, shallow. To say that.
Unlike the stretchy vagina.
Unlike that was definitely not shallow. Quite the opposite of shallow. I think the bottom is literally dropped. Ooh, look at this. Here's a story. It's in October. Former manager of the DoD Aerospace Threat Program. UFOs are real.
Nice.
I don't know if it's aliens, but it's totally aliens.
Well, technically it's unknown flying object. If you don't know what it is, it's a UFO.
They're unknown aliens. Do not dispute me. It's aliens. No, I don't know.
Aliens, fight me.
Yeah, don't at me. Yeah, it's always Dyer wants the stories that like have some sort of resolution or lesson that can be taught, and it's hard to do that when you. It's like what I was telling Dyer yesterday when we were writing together. We got to keep it a little lighter, and then what's Dyer do? Do a story on female genital mutilation. Thanks, Dyer.
Well, that's an important thing to cover, but yeah, sprinkle in some funny stories here and there.
Yes. New Jersey man blames his DUI on the New York Jets. That's pretty funny.
Oh, that's knowing that team. Yeah, I blame him too.
I liked the Japanese guy married to a hologram one. That's one of my favorite ones.
Oh yeah, that was good.
There's Florida man. Always have to have a Florida man story.
There's an entire Twitter account dedicated to Florida man.
I know. I followed that guy. Fred Flintstone joined celebrities in trouble when when a sheriff's deputy in Pasco County, Florida, pulled him over on November 4th for speeding on a Wesley Chapel housing development. They identified the driver as Mr. Fred Flintstone and said his real name was Don Schwartz. He was nabbed in a smart car that was customized to look like the foot-powered caveman car seen in the 1960s cartoon.
I think I heard this one on What's the Name?
Yeah, that looks like Fred Flintstone in his car, and they're posing for pictures. That's not funny. If you're posing for pictures, that's not funny. That's just, come on. You know, I saw that lady who was impaled by that rebar on the border.
Oh,
Well, she was trying to climb the fence, border fence. The Honduran lady. She fell off the fence and fell onto a rebar. And
was it a quick death or?
no, she didn't die. She was just injured. She was like impaled her thigh and her side, I think. So they had to fish her off. And
Yeah, I've been seeing videos on Twitter about that. I think not the lady, but
oh, the
just
one
the
that,
swarms.
yeah, trying to swarm the
The fence.
Yeah, the fence. Yeah, and then they got shot at with paintballs and smoke balls.
At least they made it look more convincing than what was it Jeff Flake's office?
What
They're
they
trying to swatting they're scratching at the door.
Oh, yeah. That yeah, but yeah. But the picture I saw of the lady, she actually had a walkie-talkie strapped to her back as she
Huh.
was as she was laying there injured. That's not something that you see a starving refugee carrying usually.
I didn't see a lot of them that looked like they were starving.
Most of them are a little overweight, to be honest with you. It's kind of funny how many of them have smartphones.
And they're fit enough to climb the wall.
Yeah.
And tear it down and throw rocks.
Well, they did walk here, so I mean, like any real fat guy wouldn't have even tried.
No. Damn. I mean, I wouldn't even do it. Really, that's a long way. That's quite a trek.
Like, where are we going, America? I don't know about that.
I still get mad about the beans. That still pisses me off.
Oh, right. Someone was upset because they were getting served food and they had tacos with beans, and beans are for livestock. Like all outraged.
Yeah, they're complaining about the free food that the Mexicans were giving them. What? That's not the words of a starving person myself. If you ask me,
Yeah, I've been hungry enough to eat something that I would not normally glance twice at.
Yeah. Back in my very younger days when I was living, I was in the Navy at the time, and I would, squander my money on alcohol and having fun. I was living off in town, and like I said on stream, I think I've eaten ketchup soup before, So
Ew.
What's in the fridge? Well, I've got some ketchup, got some tap water, got some oregano and salt and pepper. Let's go. I mean, granted, it's not my first option. This is like after a couple of days, Thankfully, back then I could go on to I was on a ship at the time, so you could just go on there and eat for free. But that means you actually have to because I lived quite a ways from the base. I think I lived like 10 miles away. So that's, would that really be worth walking 10 miles to eat military food on a ship? No. So,
I tried ketchup soup when I was a kid because I saw it on a commercial for some homeless. They're not homeless. It's kind of a feed the hungry type thing. And I was like, no one people can afford that. Like it's tomato soup. It's they can do it. And I wonder how this would taste. And so my mom's like, yeah, just go ahead and try that up. And so I just squirted some ketchup in a thing, threw some water in there, and I'm just like, I wouldn't wish this on anyone. Like it was.
It's pretty bad.
It was bad.
It's pretty bad. Hey, at the time I was glad to have it though. Damn it. I'll tell you what, I would have eaten some beans right up.
Oh yeah.
Come on, Gabby. I know you have some young and desperate time stories where you've eaten something and you're like, fuck it. Come on.
Nothing like ketchup soup, but like yeah, when I was really really poor, like just literally like I would just have like if I just had a potato, I'd just fry it in a skillet. Like that's not really interesting though.
We had commodity hamburger once.
I can just imagine Gabby just throwing a whole potato in a skillet.
No, I would put it into thin slices, and if I had like a bit of oil, awesome. Like it just kind of make it like a chip thing. And I always had sriracha sauce. Like I would actually eat that plain if I had nothing else.
Hey, there you go.
I love that stuff way too much.
What were you saying that you had, Johnny?
It was commodity hamburger. It was, yeah. It's like ground up manwich.
Oh, okay.
It was all right.
I just went back on my keto diet today.
Oh, you do that?
Yeah, I do that. It's not bad, really. I usually end up living off of vegetables, like like a lot of squash and chickpeas. Oddly enough, I love chickpeas. Also, garbanzo beans.
All right. Well, I got something set up for you. I'll just DM'd you. It's not the best my phone can do, but it works.
Oh, what's that? What what'd you do with it?
I sent it to your Twitter DM.
Oh, excellent. Very nice.
The nice fiery halo around it.
I like that.
Yeah, it's such a poor quality photo that I'm actually shocked that it came out. Like when I made this profile picture, I'm actually shocked that it turned out as clear as it did. It's like it's also my computer background, so it's kind of it pixelates when it gets closer.
Oh, okay. Well, I like the.
So yeah,
sure. Cats are always a good go-to.
Yeah, I was trying to think of a good profile pic to have, and I was sitting there and just like, oh, I can't find anything that's not, funny. Because like when I was searching up like Hellcats and stuff like that, so it's like you either get the plane, or you get the car, or you get something mythological.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, well, I'm gonna have to make my own. So so I just looked up, different cats and stuff, and then I was on Facebook, and my friend's like, "Oh, this reminds me of you," and it was the gift that I just showed you earlier, and I'm like, "That is perfect." Like that just fell right in my lap, and then
all worked out in the end perfectly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
It's a good thing.
and I figure if I get popular enough, I'll get someone to do a commission.
Yeah. Are you
Spread the YouTube wealth.
Are you planning to do like canned videos too?
I have some stuff in the works. It's just finding the time to actually get it done. I'm doing a quasi debate with Jack Cochran.
Who's that?
I'm still working on. He does Bad Comic Reviews under the name Bad Comic Reviews, and he also does. I don't know if he does them anymore, but he under the Jack Cochran, he does laundry videos, to which he just fills a washing machine with laundry and plays it, and that's the entire video.
Wow.
And yeah, he's a really good guy. He's a good dude.
Maximum effort there.
And he gets views, so it works.
That's pretty funny.
See, his latest one 4 months ago, 34 minutes, 562 views.
Pretty good.
A couple of those are mine, but I mean, but yeah, that's not bad for 210 subscribers.
No, it's not.
See his highest viewed one. Let's see, 492, 537, 904. $954, $959.
Not bad.
Yeah, it just depends on 3.8 thousand, 2.3, 1,000, 1.9. Yeah, I think 3.9K is his highest.
Not bad.
Yeah, so yeah, we're using his affinity for Asian women to talk about trying to get him into the next stand-up stream.
That's cool. What are you going to debate about?
It's I figured we were going to do just something on point in the political spectrum. It was going to be Kavanaugh, but I think that horse has been beat to death.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but it's just going to be, all this buildup, and it's like I filmed a washing machine on my own, and so it's just going to be like the debate question at hand, and it's going to be this huge buildup, and then it's just going to be his washing machine against my washing machine.
That's pretty funny.
For like 10 or so minutes, and then I'm just going to cut in responses from like other videos and stuff like that. So not a word is going to be spoken.
Sounds good to me, actually.
So I'm just kind of hoping it sounds funnier. It looks funnier in person than it does describing it.
Well, describing something ridiculous is often not as funny as just witnessing it happen with no prior knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just gotta get it done because it's. I'm using Shotcut because it's the only. That's the only program that hasn't been giving me any problems.
I use HitFilm Express for mine. You might want to try that. It's free.
HitFilm?
HitFilm Express, yeah.
I'm going to make a note of that, actually. Maybe in like 10 years, I'll get around to that YouTube channel I keep going on about.
I know. I've been trying to like bug you into doing it,
I know.
but no.
You know, honestly, Gabby, you should at least set up your live streaming before anything.
Set up what now?
Set up your live stream because it takes 24 hours to process, which is the mistake I made. I didn't even know that that they did the process. I just thought you set it up and it was done. But no, it locks you out for 24 hours.
Oh.
So if you're gonna do that as soon as possible.
Will do.
Do it.
Oh, just from this picture, it looks like it's about the same as Shotcut. No, it's just a matter of finding the program and finding a YouTube video that has a guy with an accent you can actually understand.
That is true. I think Omegon, I hooked Omegon and Direwolf up together. They're doing a collaborative one.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Nice. Oh, I have to get going.
All right, buddy.
All right, Johnny, have a good night.
It was
All right.
good talking to you, man.
Yeah, good talking to you. Yeah, if I ever catch you out, I'll send you a link.
All right, buddy. Have a good night at work.
All right. Yeah, and yeah, I'm gonna shut this down. Yeah, you guys have a good night.
Right.
Later, man.
Adios.